If your feet burn, tingle, or go numb, this one is for you. It can feel like there's a sock on that isn't really there. Today, I'll show you 4 exercises for neuropathy after 60. You can do them at home with a chair in about 12 minutes a day. We start almost right away and stay to the end. There's one very common mistake with cold feet that can leave a burn you won't even feel. Each exercise has its own job. Here's the whole map. The first wakes up your circulation and builds a little stamina. The second is strength. That one does the most for the nerve pain itself. The third rebuilds control at the ankle. And the fourth trains your balance so you don't fall. Circulation, strength, ankle control, balance. Let's go. Exercise 1 is the seated power march. This is your warm-up. It gets the blood moving and builds a little stamina for everything that follows. And you do the whole thing sitting down. So your risk of falling is exactly 0. Sit tall on a firm chair. Don't lean back into the seat. Now, lift your knees one at a time, quick and steady, like you're marching in place. Add your arms, opposite arm to opposite knee with a real swing. Lean your body just slightly forward. Here's the part almost everyone gets wrong. This has to make your breathing pick up. A slow, strolling pace does nothing for your nerves. You want to be a little out of breath, still able to talk, but only in short sentences. That effort is the medicine. So we work in bursts, and we use the rest cleverly. 40 seconds of real, brisk marching, then 20 seconds easier. But we don't waste them. Keep your feet marching, slow and light now. Bring your hands up, elbows bent to about 90 degrees. Slowly curl your fingers closed, one joint at a time, like rolling up a small scroll. No force. Then unroll them just as slowly. You'll see it up close on screen. Why hands in a foot video? Because neuropathy rarely stops at the feet. The same tingling and numbness often reach the fingers too. So while your legs catch their breath, those 20 seconds send a fresh nerve signal up into your hands and wake the fingertips back up. 2 useful things at once and no extra time. That's one full round. 40 seconds marching, then 20 seconds of slow march and finger rolls. Do 4 rounds to start. Over a few weeks, build up to more. Within a couple of minutes, you should feel a little warmth spread into your legs. That's blood arriving where your nerves have been starving for it. The goal here is simple. Move your whole system hard enough to reach the dose that actually helped in the studies. And wake up the hands along the way, all without standing up once. Exercise 2 is the strength move of the 4. If you do only one of these, make it this one, the slow sit to stand. And here's why this one, and not just walking more. The biggest research review of 2026 compared every kind of exercise for nerve pain. It found strength work among the most helpful of all. The links are in the description. It's also beautifully simple because your own body weight is the load, no equipment at all. Before we start, here's a simple way to measure your progress. Right now, count how many times you can stand up from the chair without using your hands. Go until it gets hard and remember that number. In 2 weeks, test it again. Watching that number climb is how you'll know the work is paying off. Now the exercise. Sit toward the front of your chair, feet flat about hip width apart. Stand up nice and normal. Take 1 or 2 seconds, come all the way up, fully straight, and hold that tall position for 1 breath. Now here's the whole secret. Sit back down slowly. Count 3 full seconds on the way down. Do not drop, do not flop into the seat. Lower yourself like you're setting down something fragile. That slow lowering is where the muscle works the hardest. It's where the payoff lives. If you feel a warm burn building in your thighs on the way down, good. That's the exercise working, not a warning. Start with 6 to 10 of those and do 2 sets with a short rest between. If that's too much today, use the armrests to help. Or start with a higher, firmer chair, like a kitchen chair with a cushion on it, so you don't have as far to travel. As you get stronger, take the harder road on purpose. Go from 2 hands helping to 1 hand to no hands at all. From a high seat down to a normal seat. From 6 reps to 8 to 12. Every step down that list asks a little more of the same muscles. And that steady, a little more, week after week, is what the research rewards. The goal here is to lower the nerve pain itself through real progressive load, and to get the blood pumping while you do it. Why does a leg exercise help a foot that's gone numb? Two quick reasons. Those big leg and calf muscles work like a pump. Every time they squeeze, they push fresh, oxygen-rich blood down toward your feet. And nerve tissue is starving for oxygen. There's a second reason too. Working a large muscle against real resistance shifts the chemistry of the leg. In the studies, that tracked with less nerve pain. So that's the strength piece done. Now, down to the ankle. Exercise 3 is ankle control. I call it gas and brake. Most people do little ankle circles and wonder why nothing ever changes. The reason is simple. Circles have no resistance, and resistance is the point. This one fixes that. Sit tall, feet flat on the floor. Press the balls of your feet down and lift both heels as high as you can. That's the gas pedal. As you lift, rest your hands on top of your knees and press down lightly, so your ankles have to push up against something. Hold the top for 1 second. Lower slowly with control. Then flip it. Keep your heels planted and pull your toes up toward you, as high as they'll go. That's the brake. Alternate them, slow and deliberate. Gas, then brake. Gas, then brake. Do 10 to 15 of each and 2 full sets. If you happen to have a resistance band, even better. Loop it over the top of your foot, hold the ends in your hands, and press your foot forward against it like a gas pedal. Then pull your toes back against the pull. Same idea, a little more load. Don't rush this one. Slow beats fast every time here. It does 3 jobs at once. It fires that calf pump again. It works the small muscles right around the ankle against resistance. And every slow press wakes up the sensory receptors down there that have gone quiet. The goal is ankle control. You're building the joint and the muscles right around it, so your foot has a steadier, stronger base to stand on. And its feeling starts switching back on. 10 to 15 each way, 2 sets. Exercise 4 is balance and precision, the foot clock. This one does the most for the numbness and the unsteadiness. It's a true balance drill, straight out of the training playbook. And it's a bit of a game, which is why people actually keep doing it. One caution first, and please take it seriously. This one is done standing on one leg. So if you get strong dizziness, if you've had a recent fall, or if you've lost a lot of feeling in your feet, do not do the standing version on your own. Use the seated version I'll give you in a moment, or check with your doctor first. Falls are exactly what we're trying to prevent, not cause. Here's the standing version. Picture a clock face on the floor around you. 12 is straight ahead. 3 is out to your right. 6 is behind you. 9 is to your left. Stand behind your chair and hold the top of it with both hands. Put your weight onto one leg. That's your standing foot, planted and still. With the other foot, reach out and gently tap the floor at 12 o'clock. Bring it back to center. Then tap 3. Back to center. Then 6. Back. Then 9. Touching all 4 is 1 lap. Do 2 laps, then switch your standing leg and do 2 more. And if you wobble at any point, both hands stay on the chair. Do not let go. Speed does not matter here at all. Now the seated version. It's just as valuable if balance isn't safe yet. Sit tall in your chair. Plant the heel of your working foot on the floor and reach the toes out to touch 12, then 3, then 6, then 9. Come back to center each time. All the balance is removed. You're training only the foot's sense of position and its feeling. Same benefit for the numbness, with none of the fall risk. Start with whichever version is safe for you today, and work up over time. Go slow either way, and expect this. At first, the reaching foot may feel clumsy. That's not you failing, that's the point. Every time you reach out, you're forcing those damaged position-sensing nerves to do their job. Like a weak muscle asked to lift a little weight, they slowly get stronger. The goal of the clock is to rebuild your foot's sense of position. That's the exact thing neuropathy steals, and the exact thing that keeps you on your feet. So there's your routine. 4 exercises, 4 jobs. Warm-up, strength, ankle control, and balance. Let me hand you the whole thing in order so you don't have to write anything down. Number 1, the march. 4 rounds of 40 seconds on, 20 seconds of slow march and finger rolls. That warms you up and gets the blood moving. 2, the sit to stand. 6 to 10 reps, 2 sets, 3 seconds on every lowering. That's your strength. 3. Gas and brake. 10 to 15 each way, 2 sets. That's ankle control. 4. The foot clock. 2 laps on each leg. That's your balance. Start to finish, that's about 12 minutes. Morning is perfect while the coffee brews. Now, 2 more minutes before you go. They matter as much as the exercises. With numb feet, a small sore you can't feel is the one real danger to watch for. So, after every session, check your feet. Look between the toes and use a hand mirror to see the soles. You're looking for redness, blisters, or small cuts. Then run your hand around the inside of each shoe. A folded insole, a seam, or a tiny pebble can cut a numb foot without a whisper of pain. And a pressure mark on the skin should fade within 20 to 30 minutes. If it's still there, that shoe is too tight. 1 minute of looking keeps you safe. And now that bonus I promised at the start. Honestly, it may be the most important thing I say today. If your feet feel cold, please do not warm them with a heating pad, a hot water bottle, or hot water in the tub. I know how tempting it is. But here's the danger. When your feet are numb, you cannot feel the moment heat crosses from warm into a burn. Every winter, doctors treat serious burns on numb feet. From a heating pad the person swore was barely warm. The nerve that would normally scream, "too hot," is the very nerve that isn't working. So warm your feet the safe way. Loose wool socks and movement, like the exercises you just learned. Movement brings warm blood from the inside. A heating pad brings a burn you won't feel coming. And one more thing, quickly, because a lot of people skip it. If you've never had your neuropathy properly checked out by a doctor, that's step 0, before any exercise, before any supplement. Ask your doctor for the basics: blood sugar, B12, thyroid. Sometimes the cause is simple and fixable, and no amount of foot exercises replaces knowing what you're actually dealing with. One honest word before we finish. This is a teaching video, not a replacement for your own doctor. If you have foot ulcers, a recent injury, severe loss of feeling, or bad dizziness, talk to your doctor before you start any of this. And if your pain suddenly gets much worse, or you notice new weakness in a leg, get that looked at. Everyone else, you did the hardest part just by staying to the end. So take your first step right now. In the comments, tell me 2 things: which exercise you're starting with today, and your number from the sit to stand test. Then come back in 2 weeks and share your progress. I read every comment. A thumbs up and a subscribe help this video reach the people who really need it. Take good care of those feet.